Yes, welcome to the Cost Accounting Academy. It's me, Surendran Betrapara, speaking to you. Okay, let us have a discussion of a new topic called components of cost or divisions of cost. Components of cost or divisions of cost. Then, what is this component or components? How it is different from the previous classification and elements? Okay. Components of cost, it is the grouping of cost, grouping of elements of cost. We have seen different elements of cost. Now we are going to group or combine these elements of cost on different bases. Okay, let us see what are those components or divisions of cost we have in our cost accounting. Number one, prime cost. It's the first component of cost, prime cost. Prime cost, it is the aggregate of direct material cost, direct labor cost and direct expenses. Prime cost, it is the aggregate of all direct material cost, direct labor cost and direct expenses, or it is a sum total of all direct expenses, direct material, direct labor and direct expenses. Okay. Therefore, prime cost can be mathematically expressed here as prime cost is equal to direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses. It is the first component of cost. Number two, second component of cost, it is factory cost or works cost. Factory cost or works cost. Factory cost, it is the total of prime cost and factory overheads. Prime cost and factory overheads. Factory overhead means those overheads or those indirect expenses which are incurred in the factory. Okay, so if these factory overheads are added along with the prime cost, we will arrive at factory cost or works cost. Okay, therefore factory cost or works cost is equal to prime cost plus factory overheads. Prime cost plus factory overheads. Okay, come to the third point, the third component, number three, cost of production. Cost of production. What is this cost of production? Cost of production, it is a total of factory cost and office and administration expenses. Factory cost and office and administration expenses. That means when office and administration expenses are added along with the cost of production, then we will, along with the factory cost, we will arrive at cost of production. That means all expenses which are incurred for the general management and administration of the business concern are added along with the factory cost to get this cost of production. Therefore, cost of production is equal to factory cost plus office and administration overheads. Okay. Number four, total cost or cost of sales. Total cost or cost of sales. What is this? Total cost or cost of sales, it is a total of cost of production and selling and distribution overheads. So when all expenses incurred with regard to the sales and the distribution of goods to the consumer's doorstep, along with this cost of production, we will arrive at total cost or cost of sales. Therefore, cost of sales or total cost is equal to cost of production plus selling and distribution overheads. So these are all the components of cost. Number one, prime cost. Number two, factory cost. Number three, cost of production. And number four, total cost. Components or divisions of cost are over, and let us have a continuation of or discussion in detail about the cost sheet. As far as costing is concerned, cost accounting is concerned, this cost sheet performs a very important function because it is the statement showing the profit or loss of that enterprise. Cost sheet, it is a statement showing the profit or loss of that enterprise. Okay, let us see in detail what is this cost sheet says. Statement of cost of goods manufactured and sold. Cost sheet is a statement of cost of goods manufactured and sold. The total cost incurred for manufacturing your products and the total cost of sales, it is shown in this cost sheet. Therefore, cost sheet is a statement showing the cost of goods manufactured and sold. എത്ര യൂണിറ്റ് ആണോ നിങ്ങൾ ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിച്ചത്, എത്ര യൂണിറ്റ് ആണോ വിറ്റത്, ഇത് തമ്മിൽ വ്യത്യാസമുണ്ടാവാം. 10,000 യൂണിറ്റാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിച്ചതെങ്കിൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ 10,000 യൂണിറ്റും വിൽക്കണമെന്നില്ല. 2,000 യൂണിറ്റ് ക്ലോസിംഗ് സ്റ്റോക്ക് ആയിട്ട് കിടക്കാം. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ 8,000 യൂണിറ്റ് ആണ് വിറ്റതെങ്കിൽ വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ ടോട്ടൽ കോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഗുഡ്സ് സോൾഡ്? കോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഗുഡ്സ് സോൾഡ് 8,000 ബട്ട് കോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ 10,000. ഓക്കെ, ആ ഒരു ഡിഫറൻസ് മനസ്സിലാക്കുക. നിങ്ങൾ വിറ്റ യൂണിറ്റ്സിന്റെ കോസ്റ്റ് എത്രയാ, നിങ്ങൾ പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്ത യൂണിറ്റ്സിന്റെ കോസ്റ്റ് എത്രയാ, ഇത് രണ്ടും കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ കോസ്റ്റ് ഷീറ്റ് സഹായിക്കുന്നു. Therefore, cost sheet is a statement showing the cost of goods manufactured and sold. It is a detailed statement showing total cost and profits or loss for the period. Of course, it is a detailed statement showing the total cost and profits of that particular period. Okay, profits or loss earned during that period. And also it shows cost per unit. Okay, total cost മാത്രമല്ല cost per unit കൂടി ഈ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് കാണിക്കുന്നു. Anyway, statement of cost or cost of cost sheet. Cost sheet is also known as a statement of cost. Okay, statement of cost or cost sheet, it is a statement showing the cost of goods manufactured and sold, and it is a detailed statement showing the total cost and the profits or loss earned during that particular period. So this is called the cost sheet. And next we are going to see what are those purposes or advantages of this cost sheet. Why we should prepare this cost sheet? Cost sheet, it is mainly prepared for getting number of information from the business concern, from the cost accounting. Okay, let us see what are those information we are expecting from this cost sheet. Number 1, cost sheet shows the cost per unit and total cost. This cost sheet shows the cost per unit and total cost. Cost per unit, that means cost of producing a single unit of output. ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എന്താണ് കോസ്റ്റ്, പിന്നെ ടോട്ടൽ യൂണിറ്റ്സ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എന്താണ് ടോട്ടൽ കോസ്റ്റ്, ഇത് രണ്ടും കാണിക്കുന്നു ഈ കോസ്റ്റ് ഷീറ്റ്. Number 2, it helps the management in fixing selling price. Of course, we have seen earlier about this particular point. In fixing selling price, this cost sheet is very, very helpful. Okay, selling price, it is the exchange value of a commodity expressed in terms of money, or selling price is equal to cost plus profit. So if cost is shown by this cost sheet, of course we can add along with that cost our desired amount of profit to determine the selling price. Number 3, it helps in the comparison of cost. Comparison of cost is possible when a cost sheet is prepared. Comparison of cost is possible. That means previous year's cost sheet can be taken as a basis, and on that basis estimated cost sheet can be prepared. Estimated cost sheet or current year's cost sheet can be prepared. So we can see the difference in these two cost sheets. We can verify the difference in these two cost sheets if any variation is there, if any variation in data is there. So comparison is possible, and we can take remedial steps, or we can take decisions regarding the inclusion of any additional cost incurred, or any increase or decrease in the cost according to the market rates. Okay, comparison of cost is possible with the help of this cost sheet. Next, number 4, enables the management to exercise an effective control over various elements of cost and cost of production. It enables the management, it helps the management to exercise a proper control over all elements of cost. All elements of cost means material, labor and expenses. Okay, all elements can be effectively controlled by the management with the help of this cost sheet. And cost of production is also influenced by this cost sheet. Okay, cost of production can be reduced with the help of this cost sheet if sufficient data is provided in time before the management. Of course, we can help the management for exercising proper control over this cost of production. Okay, number 5, it shows the information relating to profit and sales. It shows the information relating to profit and sales. That means the total profit earned, or the total profit we are going to earn, that is shown, that is that can be obtained, that is obtained from this cost sheet. And also the probable sales can also be estimated with the help of this cost sheet. Profit and also sales information can be obtained from this cost sheet. Next, number 6, it facilitates preparation of tender. Tender price can be quoted with the help of this cost sheet. Okay, we have seen earlier about this particular point, tender price, quotation price. The lowest price can be quoted and we can secure that order. We can secure that particular contract with the help of this cost accounting. So cost accounting helps you to determine or to quote the lowest price when a tender application is published in the newspaper. Okay. Number 7, last one, guide the management in formulating production policy, price policy, and cost reduction programs. Of course, it is a very, very good system to help the management in formulating the policies regarding the production, price, and cost reduction programs. Production policy can be determined how much units would be produced in the next year or next month. We can estimate those requirements on the basis of a present and past data. So cost accountant can estimate in advance the production policy, or they can suggest to the management about the formulation of a production policy for the next month or next period, next year. And they can also suggest to the management or advise the management for taking a correct pricing policy, formulating a correct pricing policy. That means reduction or increase in the price for the next period. Most probably reduction in the price for securing the orders, export or inland big orders can be secured by quoting lowest price. So suggestion is given, advice is given for the part of this cost according to the management. Okay, cost reduction program also can be exercised. Cost reduction program. So as I told earlier, increasing the volume of sales, increasing the selling price, these two methods cannot be adopted for maximizing the profitability of our concern because of cutthroat competition and less demand of products. There we can adopt a cost reduction program for maximizing the profitability. Maximizing profitability, there is only one way, so that is cost reduction program. So that reduction program can be implemented in our enterprise, and it may be the suggestion of our cost accountant. So cost accounting always helps the enterprise to adopt a new product cost reduction program for maximizing the profitability. So these are all the advantages or purposes of this cost sheet. When a cost sheet is prepared, we can expect these advantages from that enterprise. Thereby we can maximize our profitability. Yes, cost sheet is over, and theory part before cost sheet is over here. Okay.